that your relationship is breaking. Almost one third of Africa is getting separated from Africa. Just as 100 million years ago India broke away from Africa and collided with today's Tibet, similarly a piece of Africa is going to collide with India, and if this is going to happen, then the land here will be converted into high mountains, snow will start coming out in the surrounding places, and with the passage of time this place will be covered with snow. But why is this happening with our Earth? Can't we stop it? What is going to happen with our Earth in the future? About 4.5 crore years ago, our entire planet was cooled by water. Only a few years had passed since the Earth was formed, due to which, apart from some disposal of water, it remained above it with time also. It started coming out in the form of a volcano, due to which land started forming in the form of small islands on top of it, and after a few years, some people had spread across the entire Earth at millions of small distances, and now gradually the upper surface of the Earth was getting cold, due to which cracks started forming in the Earth, and due to this, small lands started gathering at one place on the land. This phenomenon continued for many millions of years. These lambs kept gathering many times and breaking, and after many millions of years all this land gathered at one place, which we know today is the continent of Asia. About 200 million years ago, it started breaking apart again, and from the same huge continent, India, Antarctica, Australia and Africa broke apart from today. It is the surface of Tibet, and the collision was so fierce that due to this the land of Tibet shrank, and where the collision took place the huge Himalayas arose. Even today Mount Everest remains at the height because the land of India is moving towards Tibet. Today all the countries we know used to be one millions of years ago, they gradually got separated, and even today they are gradually getting separated every year, and the biggest example of this is this Hisar of Africa, which is breaking into two parts in 2005. In southwestern Kenya, from southwestern Kenya to the highway and night, the land has split into two parts, and this crack is growing by 6 to 7 millimeters every year. This is the reason for the break from here in Africa. This place has a triangular appearance. Fool. 3 different types of land are found at this place. YouTube channel Somali and Arjun Plate. Due to the joining of river plate here, the entire triangle part is formed due to the lava coming out from inside, due to which the eruption of volcano has been common here for years. The people living here consider this place as their place of residence. It is not known whether it will remain in the future or not, because due to this type of construction from the volcano and due to the volcanic eruption for thousands of years, the land here is thin. And due to frequent volcanic eruptions, earthquakes are common here, and this is the reason why the ground here is breaking. If there is a crack, water will start filling here, and this entire part will be filled with water, and because of this Africa the speed of rupture of the plate will increase, about which the scientists who discovered it have warned the governments of the countries located here that there is a danger to our Earth, that due to the cracks, volcanoes and toxic gases will be released, according to the geological roll and others, which will destroy our plate in the future. It will collide with the western part of India, and here by India I am talking about today's India colliding with Pakistan and Sri Lanka. What will happen when the Somali plate collides with India, and if your plate collides with India at the same speed as India? Had it collided with Tibet, many cities and states would have been destroyed. Its earliest and biggest impact would be seen in Mumbai, India. Seashores would start rising year after year, and earthquakes would become common. With this time, volcanoes would slowly start erupting. The Somali belly would have come in contact with Goa to Kerala and Sri Lanka on the upper side, from Dwarka to Somnath and Karachi in Pakistan, so that all the seashores would start converting into mountains, and huge mountains would rise here, due to which the weather here would start getting cold, and here too, snow started falling towards Kashmir. Due to the melting of snow, many rivers started flowing in the surrounding areas, and the surrounding areas would start turning into dense forests. Due to the conflict, South India would become crooked. At that time, a large part of today's Nepal and Bhutan would be in power. By this time, not only India but the whole world would have changed. The Earth's land would have gathered at one place, and because of this, the environment of most of today's countries would have changed. Today's entire Asia would have gone upwards. Because of this, today's dense forests would have been converted into deserts, and today's deserts would have turned into dense forests. So after watching this video, people living in Dubai and Saudi Arabia should not start Anna team, because if this happens in the future of the Earth, then it will take many years for Africa to collide with India and the entire Earth's land mass to come together in one place. By that time, thousands of generations coming after you will have passed. It is possible that by then we will have become a very developed species and we will become the first person on Earth. Apart from this, they have also started living on other planets. 3 lakh rupees more had given in 1999 about the breaking of Africa and collision with India, after which many other geologists have also made another theory according to which the Somali plate will not collide with India, but most of the geologists believe. It is said that the upper layers of the Earth will be connected to each other again, and after millions of years, our Earth will look similar in these four, but will we humans be alive to see it, or will